Hey, it's Mr. Random Pop Culture News Freak here once again, aka Mr. Penny Wolverine. As the rest of the intro to George's channel on my social media links, such as Twitter, X, YouTube, writing out all the good stuff, and of course Instagram, etc., and Reddit too. Anyways, like, share, comment, and if you really care about my stuff, please help with the bell, help by hitting the bell notification. Of course, if any of you guys really care about my stuff, subscribe, my fellow main reaction peoples, and of course my main subscribers, and of course brand new people that are out there, like new audience members, aka new fans, old people, young people, anyone else in between, just random viewers out there and watchers, and of course brand new people and human beings in general. Anyways, please subscribe if you want to. Anyways, I know this is like a year and a half, 2 years ago, because it says episode 1. I had to watch episode 1 because episode 2 came out almost 2 months ago. But I gotta give mass credit, absolute, massively huge shout out to my freaking absolute god tier level top 10, maybe top 15, top 20. Real fun favorite virtual VTubers I watch occasionally, once every week, maybe twice out of the week if I have more time. Coming from Canada, I think Quebec or Montreal, Canada, I don't know which part, but somewhere around that area. Alicia X Life, aka Alicia X Death. She's the one that told her fans and subscribers about us, so massive credit goes out completely to her. And her friend actually did like a voice acting collab in the second episode. I don't know if she did it for the first episode for Indie Cross episode 1, but it's a brand new series that came out about a year and a half ago, which I wasn't even aware of at all until literally like last week. So by the time you guys watch this, it's like Tuesday or Monday, so that's why I'm saying last week, even though I'm doing this a very early Saturday morning right now. You probably won't see this till either Monday or Tuesday, though, so it's going to be a little while before it comes out. So, yeah. Without further ado, episode 1, Indie Cross episode 1, animated series. The only thing that I do know about it is that it's got a bunch of banger-ass fucking tracks on there. Oh my god. The music on this thing is absolutely super freaking goated as hell. It sounds so fucking good. That music soundtrack, I started to listen to it for like a good 10 minutes long. Unfortunately, I did get spoiled with music on there. It's a lot of like old school inspirational shit from like the late 80s, late 90s, early 2000s shit from like, there's a lot of like Mega Man, Capcom shit in there, a little bit with Kirby, and a little bit of like stuff from Sonic the Hedgehog, and a lot of inspirational music from that, mixed with a lot of indie music and stuff that was from like Earthbound Mother series, and what else? Excite Bike, a lot of stuff that Nintendo and Sega kind of made during their time, like Vector Man and the Dreams and all that stuff. And what else? A bunch of other things out there. Double Dragon, I guess, if you want to count that in, or Fatal Fury and all that stuff. And then stuff like later on, when indie games started getting big from like 2012 to 2019, that whole era of indie games, like the first one, the biggest one being like, I think even before Undertale was another one. Because I remember it was like the first year and a half, 2 years, I was just starting to learn about what the 4th generation, this was still real big in the early 2010s. I didn't know about it until like 2011, after it came out in 2010. But I watched it like a year later in 2012. So about a couple of months or a year after it became Brony for like Generation 4's Hasbro MLP FAM, My Little Pony Friendship's Magic thing. I think it was 2013 when they made like an indie game for it. My Little Pony Fighting is Magic. And then after that, 2 years later, I do Toby Fox in October or September, one of those 2 months. He ended up making the Undertale series, and like, where do you know that shit blew the hell out of the internet at that time, literally 11 and a half years ago, man. It's been over a decade since that came out. And then after that was a bunch of other stuff, like it was Bendy and the Ink Machine, and of course Five Nights at Freddy's, that ended up being really interesting, and of course the stuff with DDLC, Doki Doki Literature Club, and then I forgot they ended up doing a sequel, their prequel, sequel, or spin-off to like what Undertale was, and ended up being like the Deltarune series. Like, the list goes on and on and on. Like, all these basics, all the stuff from the really late 2010s was a huge pop at the time. So I know Gen Zers, they definitely grew up with that shit, because I was still going through my early late 20s at the time, my college days. And I was still learning my ways in the world, still working my hotel casino job the first 7, 9 years at the time. I think it's 8 or 9 years at the time I was working there. Like 2011 to 2019, I should know. Of course, 2020, I already knew what happened there from 2020 to like half of 2022. whole lockdowns of the world, the COVID-19 and all that whole sickness that was going on at that time. Hope and pray that never happens again. But even though, granted, I don't watch a lot of boomer news, but I did hear yesterday morning. By the time you guys see it, it won't be yesterday morning, but like 4.5 days ago. Last week, Thursday or Friday, I think. It's probably Monday or Tuesday by the time you guys are watching this. It was like some sort of scary ass. I'm not trying to like be fear monger, but I think it was like some. I don't even know if you could spread this shit in the air or not. God, friends. Once again, I'm not a nurse, I'm not a doctor, not a scientist or any of that, so definitely just an average Joe. But if I have any doctors, nurses, and scientists that believe in these stuff like diseases and creepy ass scary viruses and all that shit, and you know, scary sicknesses that go on, those are things called, I don't know, is Larsington disease or laryngitis disease that was happening on the strip over here in Vegas. So that's a really, really big, scary, fucked up, concerning thing that's happening. Because, granted, I don't work directly on the strip. I work like in a side part of the strip. So not, I'm only like 4 or 5 blocks away from it where I work at my IRL job. So that's a little fucking extremely, really fucking scary shit to know that some laryngeal disease or laryngitis disease or whatever is going on. But they said for now it's mainly just affecting a lot of old people that are 65 and up. And I still gotta go. I gotta get like almost 30 years, like 29 and a half years before I hit 65. So it's gonna be a while. Some people are 70, so I gotta get 29 to like 34 and a half years before I ever hit any of those freaking age groups. But anyways, yeah, there's that. Got 2 little tiny articles to talk about, so I'll blabber and waste your guys' time. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Once again, get a credit due Alicia X Life. Alicia just does something fun. Really cool VTuber chick, super cute, adorable chick. Beautiful as hell IRL too. I know she's married too, so the husband out there to watch this, I swear, I'm not trying to hand her a wife. I'm just saying. Her VTuber model is very, very pretty, sexy. I'm just saying. And then respectfully, way. Looking respectfully. And I like her. Shout out to her friend that got to be in the series. So I don't know if it's gonna be able to compete with the really big boys of the indie stuff, like besides indie video games, indie cartoon stuff like that. Chick, like I don't want to be a magical black girl. No, I don't want to be a magical princess. That or something. Or the other ones that's from Glitch or freaking Rizzy Pops, like stuff from Hell of a Boss or Hazbin Hotel, what she's doing, or Glitch, where they have the murder drones thing going on. Of course, Digital Circus, and then the other one that just started like almost 2 months ago now, in the Gaslight District. So it's got a lot of competition there, man. So Indie Cross, hopefully you're done to being good. So let's go. Jump into it. Let's see it. I hope it's awesome. Please be awesome. Let's be good. I heard this whole track, so I know this is gonna be good. Oh, notice. Okay. Characters depicted in this animation property are respective owners. This is a fan-made project, and I have no affiliation to these indie game developers. And I've heard of all these before. Oh, I forgot. I thought it was 2010 or 2012 was when Shovel Knight became a thing. And then 2015-16 after that. Shovel Knight, Yacht Club Games, Cuphead. Oh, man. I haven't heard that name in a while since like 2020 or 2021. It's about 4.5, 5.5 years the last time I heard that one. Celeste. Okay. I thought a couple years after that, when I was an indie game, I think Nintendo got the rights for that. I don't know. And I think like 2 or 3 years after that, Cuphead, I think it ended up getting bought out by Microsoft. So it ended up being an Xbox exclusive instead of Steam. Shovel Knight, I don't know though. I think that went on all 4 of the platforms. It went for like at that time, I think for the Wii U, PS4, PS4 Pro, and then of course later on for PS5, I think. And of course for Microsoft's Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S. And at the time before Nintendo Switch came out, it was Nintendo Switch and Switch OLED. It was the Wii U thing that's doing Steam. So I think that one's everywhere, Shovel Knight. Hollow Knight. I'm not sure about Hollow Knight. I think that's still for Steam and PC games. Maybe. I think. I don't know. And I know it's for like the Nintendo Switch and Switch OLED. That's a real big thing there. I don't know if Sony have the rights for it though, or Microsoft. It might just be for Nintendo now. And this bad boy, Undertale. That's literally on like almost every platform now. It's crazy, man. That one in Deltarune. So for 20, so Shovel Knight, I think Hollow Knight and Undertale. Those 3 end up being everywhere. But Fortunately, Cuphead and Cuphead, Celeste. I think those were only for Nintendo and Microsoft only. And Holiday, I think, is only for Nintendo. I don't know. I could be wrong. It says video re-upload conditions. Reaction videos must contain a real person and real voice. Any reviewer or analysis. Oh, this is considering me. Oh, okay. So it's specifically talking to me now. And of course, a bunch of reaction review channels are out there on Twitch or YouTube or any other platforms like fucking Snapchat or TikTok or Instagram and all that. And maybe Kick too. But I ain't doing that shit no more. Any reviewer, analysis, theory are allowed as long as credited is provided. Soundtracks are not allowed to be re-uploaded. However, remixes are fine. Beware that this animation has some depictions of animated, of course, blood, a lot of gore, so not safe for work. A lot of very graphic violence, I'm not surprised. And that may not be suitable for all audiences. Okay. So I'm still going to have to do my thoughts, views, opinions, speculations on the other video, which I kind of didn't want to do, but I want to make it fair, because obviously I didn't do any of this art animation. I can't draw for shit. And I can't do, let alone animation. That's a feat beyond my stuff, man. The voice acting thing I could do pretty well, but that's a... And you've seen a couple of my videos. I do pretty good as voice acting. Anyways, without further ado, all credit goes to them. Like I said before, say it again, it's just life, Alicia's death from a friend, Moro. So all credit goes to all these fools here, obviously. Yacht Club Games Studio, MDHR or MOHR, Maddie Amazing Games, Team Cherry, and Toby Fox. All credit goes for them. Let's jump in. This is gonna be a lot longer. I still got the other one to do. I need to do the other one too. The last one that came almost 2 months ago. This was almost a year and a half ago. Alright, here we go. Okay.
Stems, flying insect.
Alright, I'll see you guys in a quick sec. I'm gonna have to do that a couple times so I could cut up the video a little bit. See you in a minute. And we're back. Let's keep going. Oh, he's gonna have like voice acting? Oh, no way. He really does voice acting. It'd be wild as well because he never talked before. Oh, there he goes. Oh, okay. Alright. Ooh! I like that. Oh! Okay. This is a little about me, so this is straight out Transformers or freaking Robocop or some shit or that other one was like... Ones that made Bayonetta, but it's not that one. A little 2D trick. The one that was from like freaking 2D and RE. I can't believe I'm blanking. Near Terminal. That shit. Alright. Oh, I remember hearing this beat. It's nice. Woo! Still snapping. Hell yeah. Oh shit. Woo!
Hey, big guy! Over here!
There he is.
I think it hurts. I'm gonna level with you. I'm surprised it doesn't. Nick, whoa!
Cuphead. I knew he was gonna come here sooner or later, dude. Ah, man. Who would have thought, like I was gonna say earlier, like, I was in, what, 2011 or 2012 when Shovel Knight was so long ago, man. So I was like, 2025, I'd be reacting to something like Cuphead or freaking Shovel Knight. You thought I'd be crazy for that, but nah, this like so many years later. I'm glad this person did this animation. Shout out to them. All credit, the music and the freaking animation and the prior owners, 100% goes to them. I'm just a fan reacting to it. That's all I am. Nobody important. I was gonna do our superpowers. Remember that electro thing shit. That shit was a jam in 2015, bro. 2016, 17. Oh. Uh-oh. Something bad's gonna happen. I need some Tron Legacy vibes. Probably hope I won't. Uh-oh, what's gonna happen now? Uh-oh. Oh boy. Ooh. Uh-oh. Oh, the fool from Undertale. Frisk. Oh, it's the other version now. It's gotta be Kara. It has to be the Kara one. Kara is probably the one that took over sort of Frisk, because it looks like the genocide route instead of the pacifist route. You gotta say it like that because of YouTube algorithm.
It's too much, stranger. Their forces grow in volume. We're simply no match.
Clearly, you've never rodeo with a Cupmeister. I only just got here. Each of this joint's got a question on my mind.
Yeah, I already knew that one fool talked for a little while already, him and his girlfriend, Cuphead, but like, that's the first time I heard Shovel Knight talk. Holy fuck, I didn't know that.
A perfect suggestion,
cool.
valiant talking flask.
Get off! I can take them with my eyes closed.
Now is not the time for big talk, magic flask.
I'm a cup.
A fountain of different offerings is still a fountain.
You don't get around much, do you?
Oh, uh-oh. Okay. Oh, I heard that song. That's that Donkey Kong 2, Donkey Kong 3 jump. I've heard that sound effect back in the day. That or it was like from Dex or something. I don't know. Oh, it's Hollow Knight. This one. I gotta confess real quick, I'm sorry, but I've never played any of the Hollow Knight games like I did with, like, not Shovel Knight, but I played a little bit of the Cuphead shit when it was still an indie game before it was only strictly for Microsoft after that. That one and Undertale and Deltarune, I played a shitload of stuff on that game. Watched so many conspiracy theory, old school, like, anime theory videos on that. So many music bops to it. So I'm very, very well aware of that one and Celeste. And a little bit, a tiny bit compared to, like, what was the other one? Not Shovel Knight, but another one after that. It was Doki Doki Literature Club. I wish I would have had one of those characters in it. That would have been funny as hell. Or Benny the Ink Machine. I played that one a while ago, but like, I don't have that much knowledge for those two that much, though, very much. Which, when it comes to stuff for Hollow Knight, Silk Song, I never got a chance to play that one. Or Shovel Knight, so my knowledge is going to be very intellectual with that one, unfortunately. But it still looks good. I've seen gameplay of it. Woo! Oh! They did a 9999999 thing. Uh-oh. Oh, what? Oh, no. He's supposed to be the good guy, Hollow Knight, man. That's crazy, because I heard, like, a couple of months ago, I think it was January, February earlier this year, when Nintendo did the Nintendo Direct, they're finally going to be dropping Silk Song. Finally, after how many years people wanted that. I'm so happy for the fans for Hollow Knight. They're getting Silk Song. You know, it was a while ago. I think it was February, March when they did that announcement. So, no, I'm late on that thing. I'm just saying. Oh, that's Cuphead and the other dude.
I could have blown their heinies to Kingdom Come if you hadn't dragged me.
It's too dangerous to fight them. They outsize us. Plenty against a couple. What logic is going against simple math?
Well, let me think. Two bozos against a
God,
bad
his
guy
voice
equals
sounds
fat
like
chance of a
freaking
loss.
You disgrace the almighty math in vain?
Yeah, well, your almighty can shove it. I'm taking on bigger and badder than this.
That's so easy to say. Until you know what foes you're up against. Something you clearly don't know yet.
Well, hold on. How do I know you're not just some phony baloney, huh?
I just saved you.
Yeah, to have the fun in killing me all to yourself.
You think of me so lowly. I understand. This army does not signify vain nor malice. It's a sworn oath to combat the greater evil ahead. If I had thought you evil, I would have slain you right where you stand.
Oh, so you think you have the higher ground? Think you can just slay me right here?
Whimsical flask.
Cop!
Friend, I don't mean to alarm you, but you don't have any valor.
Copper.
Oh, you don't just get to
Triggered
call me a
about that,
friend to
call
put up a
Copper.
fight like that.
It's a fight you're wanting with me.
It's a fight you're gonna get if you don't quit flapping your lips.
See through me all you must. But it is you who I saved. It is you who needs saving. It is I that will do my bidding.
Stand down.
I'm afraid you'll have to remove my legs if you expect me to kneel, stranger.
The name's Cuphead, and you're crossing the line.
Cross it, foe!
All right, you ding-dong.
Absent-minded buffoon!
Goofball.
Magic flash!
I'm a cop.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that's what the chick's name was.
I
Madeline.
have so many
Madeline.
questions. Oh, hello. You startled me a bit there.
Uh-oh.
Do you happen to know a way out of here by any chance? Whoa, easy now. Please put that knife away. I don't know who you are or what you want, so can you
Well, it's a
please
fighter.
just lower the knife so we can talk this out? You know what? Screw you.
Uh-oh.
Off.
That's gonna be wild. Alright, so let's keep going. Oh, I can't wait to see how these two fight. Celeste versus Madeline Celestius.
I'll just wait here until
This
they...
one. Woo! The frying pan, fry top pan, remember that? And those like the tutorial when she gives you a chance. The fire for the other one and dying. Woo! Oh, damn. Holy fuck, what am I doing? Whoa. Oh, fuck.
That was quite excessive, don't you think?
I'm scared about each other now. Oh no. This is the heroes of the indie game, man. Oh, there he goes. Whew. Oh, I'm not gonna do that. Wow. My game's more like a power bullet card. It's always really cool. Did you do that in the game? See, I don't remember that part unless I was just for the animation. Oh, damn. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, did he knock him out? KO'd? Oh, KO'd? XO'd?
I don't
He's
know,
done?
Madeline. It was a split-second decision. Now we'll never know if they survived. But to be fair, they were chasing me with a knife. I don't think they had good intentions. Let's not worry about it now and keep moving. We don't want to stay here any longer than we have to. Do you hear that? What is it?
Oh, it's Hollow Knight, dude. Uh-oh.
Arms down, little cup. It's finished.
Put him up. I'm not done yet.
Fighting is futile in
Oh.
your current condition.
But
Being real bad in this match.
no, you're right. I'm done for. Before you take me down, tell Elder Kettle and Muggsy it was me who broke the picket fence.
What?
But it wouldn't have happened if my brother handed over the stupid yo-yo. It was all, oh, Cuphead, you've been using it for hours. It's my turn. And I'm like, well, you used it. Well, I can't think of when right now, but you definitely used it. And Hey, what gives?
If I were to kill you, I would have done it now, my friend.
But you look pretty hit up yourself, Chief.
This Elder Kettle and Muggsy. Excuse me?
Oh, no, don't mind me.
You seem to embolden mighty strength for who you would consider as family. My wounds still carry, but your life depends on remaining stronger. for Elder Kettle and Mugsy. Okay, what is this? What brings you merry and jolly?
You wouldn't understand. So where'd you get moves like that anyway? Bringing it in with a right hook out of nowhere like Kaplowy!
Ha ha! Young Cup, a knight never gives away his secrets.
But you go to
Really?
anyway,
All right,
right?
here's my secret. I've been training with ancient sorcery for many a time from young, and it all comes from this shovel.
Jimmy Jam Jones, that shovel's really something.
I had not been alone in training either. Many of my compadres trained alongside our stead, preparing for a future to protect our people and save the distressed.
Dark
What a
people.
weird use of shovels. Back where I came from, we
They're
used
gonna
those
play
to
the
pick up
games with
vegetables,
chicken.
dig holes, and
Shovel
bury
it.
the deceased.
Shall we move forward? I need to find safety.
Is that awkward or something? I hope it wasn't too
I'm
awkward.
sure you must be missing your family, Elder Kettle and Mugsy. Great heavens, is that
Mugsy!
not his name? Ye jester of
This is
yonder, I will
old.
smite you down.
Oh my god. Uh-oh. That little virus coming out the fight now. Oh. Chris. Okay, Kara. Oh, they're gonna end up defeating it? Oh my god, they defeat that thing. That's a fucking wrap, dude. Uh-oh. Level 20. Oh no, it's a level 19, so that means that Frisk or Kara never like unalive Sans or freaking Asgore or any of those fools. So that's why they never get to level 20. I have the same little sound effect. Oh, I remember that one too. Let me Ooh! Oh, he could fly too? I didn't know that. Oh. That's funny. Swear to God, one of these days I gotta play that fucking Hollow Knight game and watch it. I always wanted to see what the Hollow Knight show was about because it looks like it's a really, really good old school side scroller slash hack and slash sort of game. Because I've seen a little bit of like gameplay for it, so I know one of these days since Silk's Con's coming out, I might as well play that for the Switch because I do have a Switch and Switch OLED. So only one of these days when I get time out my busy day from work, I gotta play that shit. One of these fucking days. Oh, what? A bunch of freaking nice dagger that is freaking spiritual. Damn. Oh, fuck.
Initiating
Yeah,
recall
sure.
command for all drones. Repeat, all drones return to
Someone's
position
getting down the water.
immediately.
Come inside.
Oh no.
Oh, he took all of those freaking robot machines down. Oh. Let's holler in the other girl, Madeline. They're gonna like end up taking them out. And Cuphead and Shovel Knight are gonna help
excuse
them
me?
out too. Oh, it's them.
We're not hostile. We're just looking for a way out of this place. Think you can help us out?
My powers are very limited in this current state. If you wish to get out of here, you need
Watch out!
Oh. Oh shit, the car trip. Still in there. Uh-oh. Woo! Oh shit. Damn. Okay.
Are you alright?
Uh-oh, it's gonna explode. To be continued. Oh, so the one from a month and a half, 2 months ago, that's probably the one I still gotta watch. That has to be it. That's probably the little credit scene at the end. All the Patreon spoilers and probably Kickstarter and other possible. Animated story background, 3D background, SFX. Moro Productions. Okay. That's when I did most of the work too. Moro Productions, voice acting, animation. Chloe and Ryan Everett. They did most of the voice acting, but that's cool. Okay. Oh, someone's doing the music. Okay. Definitely big ups to them. That music shit. That they freaking rock and roll and freaking dancing a little bit like that. I just profile channels to the Peter Griffin and the Family Guy. I'm also inspired by Peter Griffin or some shit. Overnight Lima. Oh, they didn't play that one. The Hot Lamp song. I remember that. Boxing the Moon. That Hollow Knight. That's the music about. It's all the studios now that made this shit. I never knew the one that was the indie game studio for that. Maddie Games. I never knew that's what it's called. On that one, the OG legend self freaking Toby Fox. That's an OG one. Thank you for watching. There's gotta be something else at the end. If you relate it to the end, there's gotta be one more little thing. Oh shit, what's this? Oh! Gonna be some super villain we gotta fight next time or something? What? Huh? I guess that's it then. I'll see you in a quick sec. Hold on, guys. Alright, so I really had to do thoughts, views, opinions, speculations, and reviews, and over analytical takes and opinions, and my vibes and feelings about it. So, I'm gonna get 2 or 5 minutes maybe, but I got 2 other little story articles I still want to talk about too. So, one's kind of sad, depressing, but bittersweet, and the other one's just pure sadness, unfortunately. Happened last week. So, I was gonna say earlier, I didn't know that chick, the one that was Celeste. I wonder if she's the one that was that girl Chloe. I wonder if that was the one. Yeah, it had to be the one. That did like was one of her chick's friend, the one that was a VTuber for Alicia X Life, Alicia X Death. Because I remember her saying that, and that was one of her real close voice actresses friends. So it had to be the one that did freaking Madeline, aka Celeste. She did really awesome as fuck as a voice, but it sounded amazing. And the one that was like her evil doppelganger, purple side or whatever, or spiritual soul entity, ghost side or whatever, that's supposed to protect her. She kind of sounded like she was like Tara Strong's version of like either Raven from freaking Teen Titans, the original one, not just Teen Titans Go. That or the other chick that was in Vader Zim back in the day, like Gaz. That's kind of like the chick that she sounded like a little bit from those two, a tiny bit. And then a tiny bit from like the Danny Phantom show, the one that was like, not the other dude Tucker, the one that was like the geeky, nerdy black dude, but like the emo goth chick. I forgot her name. I know it's not Jazz Fenton because that was a sister. The goth chick that Danny always had a crush on, he ended up making her his girlfriend at the end. I forgot her name. Fuck. Gonna have to leave it down, switch mods below somewhere if I remember. I think her name was like Airy or something. I don't know. Anyways. Oh, the music absolutely was fucking amazing as hell, man. They definitely went above and beyond when it came to like a lot of the 8, 16, 24-bit music from that late 80s or the mid-late 90s era of the music. I'm surprised they didn't show all the Kickstarters names. They just showed a bunch of Patreon names instead, so I'm surprised this didn't come from the Kickstarter series. So this is not really, in a way, it's not like an indie cartoon. It's more like a crossover thing, like how those, at the time they used to work for Screw Talk, now they're their own thing. How those 2 guys, like the Wiz and Boomstick or whatever, how they always like do the freaking death battle sort of things. So it's kind of like that a lot more. It's more like crossover fights more than it is like an own indie cartoon, original idea of an indie cartoon. Because I mean, there were indie games, but they've been out for a long time already. When they're winning a fuck ton of awards from like AAA gaming and stuff like that, and even though it didn't like win that many awards for Jeff Keighley's The Game Award shit, I think the one that might have never won an award from that series was probably I could be wrong in this. I hope I'm not. As Undertale, I don't think. But I think Deltarune might have got some. But I remember a couple times when it ended up being like an iOS Android game later, or iPhone Apple game. I know Shovel Knight, Celeste, Hollow Knight, and 1, 2, 3, Cuphead. Those 4 I think ended up getting a video game awards for that one. But sucks Undertale never got nothing for that. I think Deltarune might have though. I don't know. I could be wrong on that. So yeah, that needs to be credit where credit is fucking due. That dude Jeff Keighley, if he ever gets a chance to do his little fucking game awards, even granted, like he gets a lot of ass on mainstream media because he always puts a lot of actor celebrity stuff in his summer thing he's gonna do next month for the summer games fest shit, and then again in December when he does his video game war shit like he always fucking does every year. He kisses a lot of Hollywood mainstream media's ass a lot, so I doubt he really shows that much love at all. He probably gives zero fucks that much about indie games. He's more, in my personal opinion, he sucks a lot of the dick and a lot of cock, a lot of nuts. He's dick sucking a lot of pretty much like AAA gaming stuff, mainstream shit like typical Call of Duty or freaking Battlefield 6 or 8 or freaking Overwatch or the newer shit that's out there like fucking Fortnite, Valorant, League of Legends, stuff like that. Stuff that never really. I mean, I'm not saying those games are bad either. It's just not really that much for my cup of tea for myself personally. The only four genres I'm always gonna stick to is a lot of fighter shit games, hack and slash games, indie style games, and then like a lot of like race simulator games. You know, some race simulators are already mainstream as hell. I still like enjoying playing them occasionally. And of course, JRPGs and a couple turn-based novel, like visual novel games I like playing occasionally, rarely, not that much, but rarely. I'll play a little puzzle game every once in a while. And there's that. And then extremely rarely, not that much, but once in a small blue moon, a few times I'll play a little FPS shit. And not that much like how I used to. Anyways, last two final things I'll say is this. I swear, like I said before, I'll say it again. I'm not sure if you guys heard me earlier, but the dude that plays Shovel Knight's voice, he sounds like the guy that was from Dexter's Lab and two other places. Dexter's Laboratory, that one. I'm trying to remember the other one. I'm trying to say, besides Dexter's Laboratory, Courage the Cowardly Dog, but I don't know who he would have been. As Eustace Banks, the Obihito guy. Him, and then like, I don't know, I guess Major Glory, and then the other dude that played Dexter's father, he kind of sounds like him a little bit. And then a tiny bit like I was going to say the Professor Utonium dude that was in the 90s version, before they did the remake in 2014-15. I don't know. And speaking of which, I actually saw this thing that came out like 2-3 months ago. There was like a leak thing of how that live action version of Powerpuff Girls was going to be. Oh my god. I'm so fucking glad they decided to cancel that show because I watched the first 20-30 seconds of it. I didn't do a whole reaction to it because there was another guy reacting to it because I don't want to steal his video or anything or his ideas or his thoughts or any of that stuff. So I decided not to do a reaction to it. But it looked like garbage, man. If I could find something separate by itself without the Twitch streamer, I don't know if it's Kick Twitch streamer or freaking TikToker or Instagrammer or YouTuber or anybody else, but like, I think it was like Australian or British because I know I had a real thick ass Aussie British accent. That's all I know about the dude. I was like, oh, I wanted to say that because I wanted to react to it separate from him. But I don't want to steal the dude's ideas or any of that shit either. All credit goes to that dude. Oh yeah, one final little thing I'll say is this. A lot of the backgrounds, the explosions, a lot of the animation, art style they use. Chef's fucking kiss for that, man. They used like a lot of the original freaking like sound effects from their respective games. Celeste, Hollow Knight, Shovel Knight, and Cuphead, and what else? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to think of the fifth one they had. Damn, I don't remember the fifth one. I don't know if they did have a fifth one. I don't know. I guess freaking Silk Song, but this is before Silk Song was even a thing yet, but somewhat of that sort of thing in vain. I don't know. Yeah, it sounded really good. Like whenever Frisk was using like aka Kara was using a freaking attack, it always had that little like exclamation sound effect. It went doo 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 doo. And every time he did the slice, it went like that, and all the little numbers would show up. So it was that. Same with Cuphead's little like attacks when he does his little fighter shooter arm thing with his little fingers. It did the same sound effect like it did in the games. Sound effect is everything on that, man. And the little arts animation was kind of the same stuff. Same with Hollow Knight's little jumps and all that. You know, I never got to play Hollow Knight or what's it called, Shovel Knight. Oh man, I gotta get to those one of these days. I really do. Anyways, let's just jump into the real quick news article stories. Okay, so actually, I was pretty much hoping I wouldn't have to like really bring any like fucking light to this news because it's extremely depressing and super unfortunate, sad as fucking. You don't talk about IRL tragedy news too much about this type of stuff, news content on this channel because keep it more positive than negative, even though that's what knowing drama news, and it hits me emotionally and mentally, then it pisses me the fuck off, then I'll be different. But aside from that, man, this was real sad as fuck here. It's last week, I think Monday or Tuesday this happened. So unfortunately, New York City, that's what it says here, South China Morning Post. Got a credit to them. It was another one in the Guardian, but it wants you to pay for the whole freaking thing, and I'm not going to do that. So it says, unfortunately, it says 19 people were also injured after the top, can't even say that one, that's called Guatemelico mass slammed into the span of the Brooklyn Bridge. Let's read a little bit of it, and I'll show you the unfortunate aftermath that happened too, because fortunately 2 people lost their life on this too. It's super sad as fuck. This Mexican Navy ship sailing on a global goodwill tour was stricken by the Brooklyn Bridge in New York City Saturday night. I thought it was Sunday or Monday last week. It was the week before. I didn't know that. Snapping into 3 mats, fatally injuring 2 crew members and leaving some sailors dangling from the harnesses high into the air, waiting for help. New York City Mayor Mr. Eric Andre Adams said the 142-year-old bridge was spared from major damage, but was at least 19 people aboard the ship needed medical treatment after the crash. 2 out of the 4 people who suffered more serious injuries later died. Oh, that sucks. They unalived themselves, sadly. But by accident, it wasn't on purpose, sadly. Adams announced on social media early Sunday morning the cause of the collision was under investigation. I tell you, when this thing got hit, that shit got hit really fucking badly, man. There's a video for it, but I'm not going to play it because I don't want to get my freaking channel blocked or whatever, my channel taken now. Sailors in the mast of the Mexican ship after hit the Brooklyn Bridge. Damn. That's still crazy as fuck, man, honestly. This is crazy because I'm not even just, oh yeah, because I'm half Mexican and Puerto Rican. That's not the reason I wanted to cover that because, yeah, I already know at the end of the day, like, granted I was born and raised in the East Coast and those 5 boroughs of New York City. The Harlem area, though, not Brooklyn. But damn. I must have been scared as shit people to see that out here, oh man. I can't imagine pain and suffering those families and parents in Mexico. My mom's side of the family, like, they must have been hurt really, really bad if they had any, like, freaking nieces or nephews that signed up to be a Marine and ended up 2 of them ended up getting out alive by that. That's horrible, horrendous. Rest in peace. Hopefully they lived a good life and hopefully they made it to heaven. No, most of like a lot of the, I'm not trying to get religion involved in this, but a lot of like the stuff in Central South America and Mexico is a lot more like 50-80% are mainly like Catholics. And like 25-35% are like Christian evangelicals over there. So hoping they still made it to heaven regardless, man. Really hope they did. And the 19-1, I wish them an absolute speedy, wonderful, good miracle recovery, man. Because shit they had to do as Marines, I can't imagine the crazy rigorous training was done. I don't know if they do it the same way like the United States does over here. Because I've heard even the practice shit for being a Marine or a Navy person is like really grueling as fuck. It's extremely dangerous. Like about 15, 20, maybe 30 people at the most that want to train to be Marines in the United States Marines. About 15, like 25, I heard. I don't know if this is true or not, but they end up literally dying just by doing the practice test of that shit. Because that's how hardcore and super ultra freaking dangerous and super extremely risky being a Marine soldier is, from what I heard. Granted, I don't really, when it comes to like stuff about the military, the Army, Navy, Air Force, and all that stuff, the Space Force and all that, that was just there like 5-6 years ago. Space Force is still a baby. That's only been around for like in 2019 or 2020. All the other ones were around since like the 1900s. So there's that. I really don't like it when I talk about battle and war because I'm completely against a lot of that beliefs and ideologies. So, and I'm not going to get into that, but I will say this, I'll still respect them and say, oh, thank you much for your service and all that shit, especially if they're old senior citizen veteran. I feel bad for them, man. I really do. And yeah, that's all I say on that part. And then there was another one here. This guy right here, Stephen Bessick, I think that's what his name was, about the whole Diddy case. I know I've talked about that thing in a while. So that's from The Guardian real quick, or I think NPR, I don't know. VPN, that's what it's from. Sean Combs trial, Kid Cudi testified about the threats and not safe for work shit. This is from Isabella Gomez Saramito. It's only like 4 or 6 days ago, so it's pretty recent. So I'm not gonna read the whole article. I'm just gonna read a tiny bit of it. It says, "Oh wow." I'll let you guys watch the video down below because there's a video where he posted on Instagram. Where it's like, "I thank you guys so much for having me back," and him like thanking the other chick, Cassie Ventura, like because he really was one of his older ex-girlfriends. So that's crazy, man. That day's the day. I never knew that. So the music artist Scott Medusi, aka known as Mr. I remember this dude back in my senior year of high school, all the way to like freshman, sophomore, junior year, like college and university. Like this fool's music was all over the place, man. I used to like listening to this shit. This shit was really psychedelic, man. You know, he might have sold out. It might have been a Mason Illuminati shit, which sucks if he did. I mean, again, I think he started with that dude's like Kanye West and the other dude, what was his name? The one from Philadelphia that made that Black and Yellow song. I forgot his fucking name. That Cassidy was another fool. And then the one that made like that song with Sam Smith. I can't believe I forgot that fucker's name, man. Damn. The one that says, "It's been a long time. Something, I'm gonna see you again." I'll leave the link to that dude's rapper thing below if he still does them or not. I'm not sure. I know he was from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and that's something I remember. This is took to the witness stand on the Sean Combs case Thursday morning, aka last week now. This is older news now. Mesdusi told the court about his beliefs breaking up with the relationship of Cassie Ventura. The star witnesses of the government's EX trafficking racketeering case against Combs. He also detailed the two incidences: breaking in his house was a fire, set his car on fire. Okay, that occurred at the same time. Yeah, so that's what happened a long time in 2011, 2012. So there's the Instagram post if you want to check it out yourself, just in case you think I'm lying. There it is right there. So Kid Cudi addresses fans after testifying in his Diddy trial. The only two I remember that he made is like that whole Man on the Moon thing in 808s and Heartbreak Baits. And then the other one, like, the one that made him real popular at the time, like, The Lonely Stoner or Lonely Loner. I think it was called Day and Night or Lonely Stoner. That show's funny. And then another one he did back in the day, the Maui Wowie. That show's good too. Anyways, that's all I guys here for now. My name is about time below Cartel Sign. That's it. No after today. Talk to you guys soon. Take it easy. Stay safe. Stay cautious. Talk to you guys soon. Thank you much for your content channel. We have video game industry news, reaction review videos for movies, music, TV, and of course for like indie cartoons, reaction review segments of that, and reaction reviews to movie trailers. And that's it. Peace out. I'm gone. Talk to you guys soon. Take it easy. Stay safe. I'm gone. Stay tuned for your content channel. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take it easy. I'm out. Later.